Hey guys, I'm Joel with Berkshire Hathaway, and we're about to ride over to Sedgefield Country Club and take in the Wyndham Championship. It's the last regular season event of the PGA Tour before the FedEx playoffs get started, and it's a fantastic opportunity to get up and close to some of the world's best players. We got this small, intimate environment. Sedgefield Country Club's a great place to go see some of the homes in that over there, some beautiful spots, and it's just a big party environment. I've been going there since I was 16 when we moved down here in high school. I would take the week off of school and go goof around and caddy for a couple days, work the driving range, and get to see all these guys that you see on TV. They're really not all that different from you and I. They like to just get out there, compete, have a good time, and it's really good for the local community as well. The PGA Tour is very big in giving back to charities, and so a lot of money has been raised locally here to support people in need. Greensboro JCs do a great job putting on the event every year, so let's go over and check it out.
Hey, what's up guys? We're over here at the Wyndham Championship, checking out the PGA Tour stop right here in Greensboro at Sedgefield Country Club. I got my buddy Jason Close with me. Up, and we're just taking in the day, so stick around for another episode of Driving Triad, where we talk about everything triad living, golf, and lifestyle. Talk to you soon.
So what do I love most about the Wyndham? I think it's this nice, well put on event with, again, that smaller town feel that you hear me talk about with the Triad all the time. In high school, when I used to take that time to volunteer, to do the caddies, work the range, I actually, I wanted to be a tour player. I knew I didn't really have the game to do it, but it was so neat that by spending that time to volunteer, a lot of the guys who were playing in that event that week would sit down and talk to you. I'll never forget at 16 years old, Aaron Baddeley sat there with us in the golf shop for 30 minutes probably after every one of his rounds and just sat there and shot the breeze with us about everything in his life. He was 19, 20 years old at that time, one of the biggest up and coming stars. He'd won the Australian Open 2 years in a row, I believe, and just very down to earth, sit there and talk to you. And that's kind of what I feel this event. It's very family friendly. I always run into a couple clients, friends from my past. I ran into a buddy from high school and college who I hadn't seen in years yesterday, and it was really good to connect with him again. It turns out he's moved back to Greensboro. We're gonna meet up, grab some coffee or lunch. It's probably been 8 or 9 years since I've seen him, and that's always what I've enjoyed about this event. It's, again, not the biggest guys in the world, but we have some really big stars here, but you've got fantastic access. It's pretty laid back. The Wyndham does a great job of providing a fun environment where you have tents set up just for veterans. You have the beach set up there on number 15 where they literally haul in tons of sand and make an impromptu beach there for you to go hang out in the hospitality tents and take it in from a completely different point of view. To enjoy this event, in my eyes, you do not have to be a golfer at all. And there's still something there for the serious golfer that they really enjoy as well. So it's good for everybody. Kids can go free if they're coming with a paid adult. And once you get to be living here for a little while, it seems like every corporation you run into, they're corporate sponsors of some form or another. So a lot of your friends have got tickets through work and just invite you out. It's very spontaneous. You go out there, and I've never had a bad time. So we're just getting back here from spending the day over at the Wyndham Championship. It was a fantastic finish. Ju Young Kim ended up shooting 61 to win it by 5 shots. He actually shot 27 on the front 9, 8 under par on 9 holes. That's pretty incredible. Young kid, his nickname, his American name, he goes by Tom because he was a big Thomas the Train fan when he was younger. Only 20 years old. I think he's the second youngest winner since World War II. So that's pretty impressive there. I personally got to watch Ben Griffin play a couple holes. Young UNC grad, I think he's 25 years old, shot 64 on Sunday to get himself into the top 5, which is going to have him in a great position moving forward into next year's PGA Tour season. So I'm excited to see what happens with him. And as you can see in some of the footage in there in the background, there's some very impressive homes out there. If you're interested in Sedgefield Country Club, golf course living, any other neighborhood here in the Triad, if you want a more specific list, reach out. I'd be happy to help you. 336-582-9210 or joel@sandmanrealtync.com. I appreciate you sticking around for another episode of Driving Triad. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next year at the Wyndham Championship. Have a great day.